What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Sayushi, and we're back again, kind of, for Trove to Trove, but today is actually going to be a more serious video. You can kind of consider this a bit of a follow-up to my recent, more serious video where, you know, stuff I've never talked about, and in that video I swore and stuff, and I talked about a lot of things that I feel some of the message didn't end up getting across 100%, because I did actually notice on a lot of these comments, which I love your guys' comments, seriously, thank you so much. It really made my day. I'm still trying to read through all of them. But a lot of you guys were actually saying how you were kind of worried for me and wanted to, hoping that I'm okay. And I want to let you guys know that I am better than okay. Now that I expressed myself and let that out in a video, I feel like I let you guys into my heart, and that is always very refreshing, you know. Not to mention the fact that I did talk about and mention in the video how I planned on swearing in my content, which the thing is, I'm not 100% sure where our journey is going to take us now, just because you got to consider I only ever swore in my earliest videos ever, and even before I ended up finishing those Let's Plays, I already had stopped swearing. But that said, in my more serious video, I mentioned how depending on the game that I was playing, maybe I would end up changing whether or not I would swear based on the video game itself. And while I think that that's going to hold true for certain aspects of my own commentary and stuff like that, obviously when I'm doing live streams and stuff, I'm going to be swearing up a storm and just being more down to earth with you guys. But I think that it would probably be really good for me to just be more open about, the way that I am as a person anyways. And while that may not necessarily always call for swearing and stuff like that, at the same time, fuck it. I want to be able to just be myself, and this is how I express myself more naturally than you guys have ever seen in any of my videos. And I wanted to talk about this today because I wanted to lay down some ground rules and kind of talk about like what's going to actually be changing with the content. So as of right now, I'm probably going to go pretty extreme with swearing because I'm trying to break this old habit that I have of not. And then I think, this is just kind of how I've always dealt with things, is I always go to the extreme in one direction. So I think that I'm going to swear up a storm and then I'll slowly dial it back once I realize what the line is, what the end point is. But that said, I want to talk to you guys more seriously about the rules of my channel and the rules of Team Pixel and just the club worlds in general. Okay, because we kind of had a talk about this when I was doing a live stream, which will probably end up going up. Maybe that'll end up going up tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'm waiting for it to process. But in that stream, I was swearing like crazy, just being myself, because who gives a shit? And we came to a lot of things, because you guys asked me these questions and I didn't really know an answer to them. So we kind of figured it out together as a community, because that's the thing, is we are still a community. Even though I'm going to start swearing in my content, and that also leaves me open to playing more games that I genuinely enjoy. Like I had a question from somebody saying like, now that you're going to swear in your content, are you going to play more adult games? And I didn't understand the question. And they said, well, like Grand Theft Auto or something like that. And yes, that's definitely going to happen. I can't wait for this weekend, because that's when Merc's free. He's a good friend of mine. And we love playing through Red Dead Redemption. So I'm definitely going to be doing some streams of that. You'll see videos of that on the channel. And I mean, I'd played it like crazy and love that game, but I was swearing, so I didn't end up recording any of that. And I feel that it's more important to include you guys in the laughs and the lulls and just having a good time and not worrying about that shit, because I would rather just be myself. Even if it means, maybe my videos will get demonetized. Honestly speaking, I have absolutely no experience with swearing on YouTube. So I don't know how seriously YouTube breaks down on all that stuff. As far as I know, Videos can still get monetized, but the ads will be different, or can be different. They're a little bit more restrictive, I think. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe down the line I would just, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Maybe I would swear in moderation, but it's like, fuck that. I don't care. Like, I swear a lot as a person in real life anyways, and I would rather include you guys in who I am as a person, and who cares about any of that YouTube shit. Now, that said, okay, here's the ground rules. For my channel, I'm slowly redacting a lot of filtered words. So normally I had all of these swear words filtered out because I went full force family friendly. And I'm slowly taking all those words away, unlocking them, as it were, so you guys will be able to use all those words in the comments and stuff like that, except for some of the more nasty stuff, which we'll talk about that in a bit. I am going to slowly open up our Discord server as well to allow people to start swearing and stuff. And light swearing in the club worlds in the game. Because the reason why I don't want to just fully make it accessible for everybody to swear up a storm is because in-game it's a little bit different than when you're talking in Discord or talking in the comments and talking as a community. You know, that is like, we're all hanging out. And I know that that is the case in the club world as well, but you gotta understand that this is a game that it's a game. So people that are coming to the club aren't necessarily 100% know about me. They just know about the club and want to join it. And I want to keep a very positive, friendly community. That's something that is still very strongly important to me. Just because we're going to add some swearing doesn't mean that we got all end up becoming assholes. And with that, I'll tell you the rules that go across the board with everything, but for Team Pixel, Jub, and stuff like that, not necessarily the PS4 club, because I'm not in charge of that one. But with the club on PC and the club, well, maybe the club on Xbox, I mean, that's honestly up to them, because I don't really manage that as well. Ask Captain Redbeard about that. But for PC anyways, certain swears like damn, ass, most of all for LMAO and stuff like that. Light profanity, that's fine. It's not really as big of a deal, but I don't want to see people dropping F-bombs left and right, or saying shit, and, you know, just, I don't want to see any of that stuff. I still want to keep the club clean, just because I really like the community that we have and the fact that we are clean, because the majority of the clubs in Trove are not, and it's just like, I don't know. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. There will still obviously end up being kicks for some of the more serious stuff, but for the most part, we'll end up giving you warnings. And I'm conveying this message to all of the mods as well, so that they know. Now, for the ground rules of the entire channel, this includes the Discord, the club world, and just YouTube comments in general. I will not tolerate racist comments, bullying, sexual jokes and comments and stuff like that. It's just disgusting. It's just distasteful. And we don't want to talk about politics, and we don't want to bring religion into anything. Okay? Pretty much it's just the same thing that we got, where we're still going to end up having that positive community where, it's all about love and connecting with one another. And the fact is that we want to, experience these games together and stuff like that. But I think that by broadening my scope of allowing, swearing and stuff like that, I think that will bring in some more like-minded people that are just more relaxed. Because I know that over the years, the club worlds especially have felt very restrictive to some people, and maybe even people getting kicked from the club or getting muted in my comment section or kicked out of the Discord and stuff like that. I know that those people took it very personally when they were kicked, but I'm here to tell you guys it was not personal in the least. You got to understand that we were trying to create a very specific, very niche group that was very accessible and open. Bullying is something else I will not tolerate as well. Those things, all of the things that I mentioned, can be bannable, so be careful, guys. But anyways, what I'm trying to get at with all of this is that I want to be able to be more myself, and that restrictive feeling that some people have within the club world and stuff, where you're trying really hard not to swear. Yeah, think about doing that for a livelihood. Like, I've been doing that in my videos for a very, very long time. And arguably, it's not like you go to work and start swearing to people, but worst case, you can and you don't end up getting fired. But my point is that I think I'll close it on one of these comments right here. Like, I still absolutely love all the comments that you guys have. But I wanted to mention this comment from Captain Redbeard because he was a fan and ended up becoming a good friend of mine, and also ended up being probably one of the only people that I've actually met in real life. Like, he came to visit me, and when we were chilling together and stuff, like, I gave him the heads up. Like, it's like, dude, I'm very different when you meet me in person. I swear a lot and I'm more relaxed and stuff. And he ended up saying, even right here, you've essentially been using a persona for ages. That crap is exhausting. When I met you earlier this year, I was so surprised by the difference between you and your videos and how you are in person, in a good way. We had a great time on the town, went to the gym and stuff. Play what you want, record Red Dead Redemption online, record GTA shenanigans, all that stuff would be hilarious. And then saying how he's also excited about Doom Eternal and stuff. And here's the thing. I already really, really wanted to record games like Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto and stuff. I didn't talk about that with anybody, and then he just happened to say that. So I kind of believe in signs a little bit. Like, I'm not some hippy dippy freak or anything like that, but when I see somebody say something that really resonates with what my thoughts already were, I take that as, okay, then life is going in the right direction, right? So I know that this change and the difference is going to upset some people. And to those of you, I have no malice if you end up just unsubscribing from the channel, or if you just want to move on or whatever. Maybe you're just not into this new me, even though it's not a new me, it's just me. And that's why that's okay, because this change is something that I need to do in order to be happy. I've thought about this for years without even realizing it. It's just this year in particular, it hit me really, really hard. And I think that a lot of that has to do with the fact that I'm facing a lot of things that I didn't know I would be facing. And most of all, that's actually thanks to the relationship that I have with Mariko, because we both challenge each other, and we're both adults, and she's the most mature, beautiful person I've ever met, where she's herself, I'm myself, and we kind of, we knock heads sometimes, but we're both more and more realizing that a lot of that is just residue from past relationships or just from old experiences and stuff. And that's where even in my other more serious video, I talked about like how I grew up in a really rough neighborhood, and swearing was kind of essential. Like, I just grew up this way, so this is just the type of person that I am. And originally, the reason why I was doing the family-friendly content, I think, was about proving something, maybe to myself, in a way. Like, maybe I thought, like, okay, let's just go to show that this is, like, I was thinking, like, see how easy it is to not swear in your videos. And I think the reason why I was trying to prove something with that was because of the fact of where I ended up growing up with all of the violence. And it just, like, I grew up with a lot of really nasty stuff going around me in my life. And I'm honestly very fortunate to even be here right now with all that crazy shit. But through all of that, there was this, a jadedness, a chip on my shoulder that I am finally just letting go. And it feels so freeing to be able to just be myself and be able to say whatever the fuck I want, And I really, really love you guys for being so accepting of this radical change that is almost the polar opposite of the persona that I've had online for so many years. And to see so many of you in the comments section, like, I don't even want to read through them because otherwise I'll cry. Maybe we'll save that for the future, but I just want you guys to know that you got a very deep place in my heart, and I really appreciate the positivity and love and support that I've gotten from you guys for so long. And further than that, to see that you're still gonna stick around, you know, even with this change of me just being the real me. So thanks, guys. Seriously, thank you so much. I love you guys. I wasn't supposed to get all feely. Oh man, but I feel good. I feel so good. I feel so clean, so clear, guys. You don't gotta worry about me. Thank you for your supportive comments worrying about me and stuff like that, though. It does mean a lot, and it's very touching. But when I read those comments, I immediately thought, whoops, people think that I'm in trouble, and it's like, I'm doing good. I'm really in a good place. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Moving forward, I'll pretty much be swearing in everything except for maybe when I'm doing Trove tutorials and stuff. I probably won't swear just because there's no real reason to swear in that shit. But for the most part, the games that I'm playing isn't really going to matter what my restrictions are for swearing and stuff. It just kind of depends, you know. Like when I'm playing Luigi's Mansion with Mariko, I'll probably not swear. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. It depends, because it's a different energy when her and I are together, especially when we're playing a game like that, where the game itself is very childish in general. And I feel that for stuff like that, there's still really no reason to be swearing in a Luigi's Mansion episode. Anyways, I'm just trying to give you guys an example. Also, I wanted to let you guys know just before you go, okay? Just give me a minute. I know that this is turning into a ranty video, but I wanted to let you guys know that over the next couple days, you're probably going to end up getting pretty swamped with videos, and I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. Oh, I worked so hard on these videos, no one's gonna watch. I'm kidding. I'm really trying to work on not being so self-depreciating. I gotta stop that. That's a bad habit that's starting. But anyways, because I have like Zelda Link's Awakening, and I've got some Star Wars, and I've got all these videos stocked up, and I need to just upload them and get them out of there. So what I'm gonna do is I'll have like Star Wars over the next couple days, Zelda over the next couple days, so on and so forth. And I'm just trying to get rid of, not really get rid of, I'm trying to get all these videos up as soon as possible so that they're not just sitting on my hard drive not doing anything. Like I have to upload the Zelda series and get that series done, because that should have already been done weeks ago. And then things will start to slow back down to a more regular program, okay? And I'm sorry that we haven't had a Trove console episode, but the real reason for all of this, and even my more serious video, I saw some of you guys saying, suggesting that I needed to take a break. I did. I took a break from editing and uploading for a week. I stocked up on videos, I uploaded what I could, and then I just stopped so that I could come to this and come to terms with this and the changes that I wanted to happen and take place. So now I still have to catch up on editing all those videos, and then I gotta start uploading them just because I gotta get them out of the way. And then once everything's said and done, we'll have Trove, Destiny, Luigi's Mansion, Star Wars. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I think that's it. And then Star Wars is a single player series, so once that ends, then it's done. But I'm loving that game, seriously. It's one of my favorites, my God. Anyways, now I'm starting to really ramble. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it, guys. Smash like, sub for more. Buy the merch you want to support the channel. I'm gonna need it. No, I'm just kidding. But otherwise, have yourselves a great day, gamers. Sayonara. Stay epic.